Hello my friends, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree. I hope you're doing well. I'm here to do a little flip through of this little mini journal, and so we will get started. In case you haven't seen any of the other videos, I just want to say I'm making my, well, is it my August? Because it's not August yet. Anyway, I have a goal of using up, I had all these little booklets. Yeah, this is a box, and then these little booklets in a drawer, little drawer here in my craft room. And my goal is to do something with all of these because I've had them there. This is a little pipe cleaner flat box. And so yeah, I've had them in that little drawer for a couple years, trying to figure out what I was going to do with them. Like, I haven't been constantly thinking about it, but every time I kind of open that drawer, I say, oh, I need to do something with those type of thing. So anyway, this is the second one, and each one is its own individual challenge because they're all different. And some are papery, some are cardstock cover, that kind of thing. So this one is, they're all on the small side. And I've got the first one, which was made out of a bridge score pad cover in my shop. And these first two are only going to be only $10 each. I just, I want to do something with them, fun, and it's fun for me to create a little something from them, and then, just pop them in my shop. And if somebody would like one for themselves, or a little gift, stocking stuffer, anything like that, then that's a nice little thing to pick up. But this is like 3 1/8 inches wide and a little under, just barely like a hair under 7 inches. And you can see I had made this little pink ribbon, kind of a, what is this, satiny, sheer ribbon here, and I just slipped it under the string just to have a little something to keep it closed. And then it's tied with this black string, the signature, one signature. You can see my little decorated paper clips there. So, and this cover to this little booklet or book was papery. So it was called The Wide World of Baggies, a little booklet from probably the 70s, as you can see from the graphics, but it didn't have a date in it, but it looks very much like a 70s thing. And so what I did was add cardstock to one side, the inside, to make it a sturdier cover, and I sealed the outside, the front and the back. So it's a little shiny now from what I put here, but I feel better that it's sealed and not going to like chip away or something, because it's originally was just paper. So, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't feel good about it, and I wouldn't feel like good about putting it in my shop. So now, but it is an old cover, so just keep that in mind. I mean, it is old paper, so keep that in mind. It's old vintage paper. It's not like a new paper or scrapbook paper or anything like that, or a book, hard book. So just keep that in mind if you get it. You gotta know, I want you to know what you're getting. And that's why it's, very inexpensive. But, like I said, I got these and I want to do something with them. So this is what I'm doing. So here is a little pocket. Yesterday we worked on adding a few pockets and decorating. We added this pocket here, and it's a little advertisement, and then little decorations. Most of the little decorations in ephemera are from the Your Creative Studio box that I recently received. So I'll have those linked below, link to the website, and my coupon code, which is 10% off your order if you did want to get something from Your Creative Studio. But here's a little bookmark we made from two stickers that were in that box that Your Creative Studio. Had a little yarn on top there, a little yarn topper. And here's two little pieces here, ephemera and a little tag. And then this piece here, a piece of ephemera. It's blank on the back, but you could glue it down somewhere. I thought it looked pretty right here. And but you can put it wherever you want. I just thought it looked so nice with the color of this. This is scrapbook paper, and it's coffee dyed on the back with a little number there that I thought was cute. In the ephemera pack that was in my Your Creative Studio box, a sticker, postage stamp sticker here on this painty. This is painty paper, and it's painted. It actually was paper from, I think it was from when I was gel printing one time, and that was my wipe off paper. So that's how I got all those different colors. And then here's the track. This is computer paper. And then in this pocket we have a little scrappy notepad, a little narrow one. Just one time I was using up scraps, so there's some narrow little scraps. And it's just held together with one staple if you wanted to take that apart and use the individual pieces. These two little pieces, and there's a couple more pieces in here from Mardell that she sent me in Happy Mail, and this is a little note that you can pop open and read the message inside. A little secret message in there, encouraging words and things like that, and a little playing card. So those are in there for your crafting fun. Scrapbook paper. There were two, pages in this little booklet about the baggies, and I put them both in here. Here's one of them. And you'll see the other half in the back half, but that's one of them. Primary writing paper with some washi page. This is another one from this booklet. This is coffee dye music paper with a little tuck spot here, and we have a tag. I call these my serial number tags because I just use random numbers and letters on here just to use up some of my alphabet stickers. And so now I call them my serial number sticker tag in case you haven't seen those before. And here's a little tag here that we made yesterday in the video. Yeah, I was thinking I was done with the video this yesterday, and I was like done making videos about it. And after yesterday's video, after decorating, I was like, oh, I haven't done a flip through yet. So that's what I'm doing today. Scrapbook paper with the coffee dyed on the back. Page from this book, coffee dyed paper, a little label there. This is the center, and this is a vintage, very colorful. I love the colors on here. And there's a little cat here, actually, too. I just love him or her. But a little vintage children's book page there. And then we have coffee dyed paper. So the back half, same type of papers, as you can see. Scrapbook paper and music. There is a label here, and it wraps around this page over to here. Page from the book. Washi on that primary writing paper. Page from the book about the baggies. Coffee dye paper. The painty paper here with a pocket postage stamp sticker there. And in here, a recipe for pecan cookies. And there's writing room on the back of these recipes cards. If you see one of these in your journal, there's writing room on the back. This piece right here was made by Mardell. It's so beautiful. I love it. So vintagey looking, and it is vintage. And then a drawing card here that I put together. And then a coffee dyed paper. Another piece from your creative studio that matches this scrap paper so nicely. And then our back cover with a pocket here. This tag was made from a scrapbook paper cover, where you have all the samples of the little the papers inside. You have all the little samples. Anyway, cut that up and made some tags out of it. And a little drawing card and a little ephemera piece there. So lots of things for your crafting pleasure in there. And then I have, just to come with this, I gathered up some scraps. And so with all these little mini journals, I'm including a little, what I'm calling a mini scrap pack. So you can use them for making pockets, drawing little, mini things, because it's little mini papers in here. I'm not going to even open it up. It's just little scraps, music, little pieces of cardstock, some little pretty pieces of, like there's a green piece in there. There's a craft cardstock, scrapbook paper. There's a couple little pink and another striped one. So just some, I love stuff like that. My little pretty little scraps, and I just love getting them out and figuring out, playing with them and just seeing what happens and seeing what you can make with them, you know, challenging myself in that way. So I just gathered some up instead of, you know, actually I should be keeping them because my scrap box is pretty much empty. I'll have to show it to you. It's pretty much empty, but, you know, I think, you know, since I like them so much, I thought, you know, it'd be nice to include something like that with these little notebooks, a little scrappy, you know, goodie pack. So, and I can't tie this bow apparently. It's just a little slippery. There we go. Okay. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through, my friends. Stay tuned for which one I'm going to pick out next. I think this one, I'm just going to recover it and include it with something, maybe a journal, a full-size journal. This one is just the cutest little, I love the little papers in here, but it's I don't like the you know, cover just because of the theme of it. So I'm just going to cover it on the outside with some scrapbook paper. And this will be a little notepad that and I'll show it to you. It's not going to be any big deal, but I'll show it to you when it's done. So that'll go with one of my full-size journals. And then I think I might do this box next just to get it out of the mix because it's kind of a different thing. You know, I'd like to just be done with what I want to do with it because it's just so different. So you stay tuned to see what I do with this box. I don't know. I think it's going to be a journal, but maybe maybe it's not. I don't know. Like I thought this was going to be a journal. I decided just to cover it. So you never know when I'm going to change my mind, right? So thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.